Hello guys, this is your boy Tempest, and I am back after a... How long has it been? 2 weeks now? It's been a while. I'm back after a while of being away from this game, and I'm back for more Final Fantasy 14. Yes, I haven't touched the main story because I've been planning on just streaming that the whole time. So, the entire time... So here's what happened. I'm part of a pretty after raid group, and I kind of enjoy being part of an after raid group for a change. And on day one, they wanted to run a lot of stuff, so it's like they wanted to get through the raid, then get unlock Savage and get into the Savage raid. We wasn't waiting on videos; we just wanted to go in there and do it. It was nice being in part of a group that's like, you know what? Day one, we're gonna go in there, we're gonna learn this, we're gonna beat it, and instead of waiting, being like the other groups who was like, we're gonna wait for a video and just copy the video and beat the content. It was just kind of refreshing. And even now, we went into A11 Savage and was like, YOLO. She was like, we're not gonna watch the video, we're just gonna go in there, see what happens. We gotta ask what for like a couple hours, and then we said, alright, now we will go ahead and watch a few guys and stuff, see what's going on. And it was kind of fun for the past week. I told them if we win, I'm gonna go ahead and change my style up and everything. I changed my style. We didn't beat A11, we beat A10, but it was still a lot going on. I think this is the most I've rated in a long time, but I like the progress and I like the determination of my group. So yes, I've been part of so many raid groups on this game. There was one group that was like, look, if you want to raid as much as you planning on raiding, then you're gonna have to leave servers. And I'm like, I don't believe in that. I believe there's probably some after raiders on this server, and I've seen groups like even the top raid group on our server, they raid 5 days a week and stuff, and I'm like, wow, non-stop raiders. My group don't do that, but you know, sometimes we see if people can do more than just a few days, and you go from there. I did not come here to wave at people. I came here to talk to Aliepo. Now, Aliepo, cutest cat girl ever. Anyways, well, she's like 1 out of 2, right? I like the pink hair one better, but Aliepo is pretty cute. I don't know. So I'm not even gonna read that because it's boring as fuck. So now you get a copy of one of his tales, and this is a pretty cool thing they added to the game. It actually gets people running a lot of old content, and you get a lot of rewards for doing it. There's a minion? Oh snap! Thancred minion. I did not know you can get this. So that means I have to get 2 lines this week. Also, if he comes down to this, when it says get a platinum piece or a 500 elegant tombstone, this is only worth 10,000 gil. This can make you way more than 10,000 with the way the market is right now. You could probably make $1 million off of 500 homes. See, second coil Bahamut. Oh, it's a turn 8. Binding coil of Bahamut turn 2. Who did that? I don't know. So that's turn 2, and then Vervana at stream, Garuda at stream. Is that Bismarck at stream? Oh no, that's Aquapolis. How come that look like Bismarck at stream in the background? They just put a little circle on it. Fist of the Sun, because they need people to run old content. So that's still gonna probably be like a 90-minute queue. Void Arc, I do need to run my Void Arcs for the week anyways. So I need to get like 4 Void Arcs done this week. Leviathan at stream, Ramu at stream. These will always be the same, which is nice because these are pretty easy. I'll probably run Fist of the Sun later. Alright, so I'll do that later. Oh yeah, another thing to do. They got the new dungeons. So I'll run one of the storylines. I'll run one of the dungeons, get one of my pieces. If I can't get a piece, whatever. I'll just run through some of them. I haven't showed any of my raiding content or whatever. This isn't any Savage raid, but it's still a pretty after raid. The breath of the creator. A10 sounds like it. I forget what the breath was. Wasn't the first one the face? I forget. Let's see. It's the breath the first. No, it's the eye, then the breath. Yes, I was right. A10. I really like A9 mechanics. It's like junkyard mechanics. Scraps, melting down metals and stuff. That's so fun. Makes me think of Yu-Gi-Oh! Zexo. Certain episodes and stuff. I need to check on my squad too. Why this guy's taking forever to kill. Let's see. Yep, they're back. Yeah, welcome to the chat. So let's see. I got no new recruits. My squad is back. I should have definitely spent my last few hours yesterday just doing challenge log missions so I can get more members. I need more members in my squadron. So for the person who just joined, I'm still gonna do the main scenario, but I figured that shows off some of the raid content. This isn't Savage mode, by the way, so yeah, we're not going into that. Savage mode is a lot more mechanic heavy. The fact that this is normal mode is gonna be crazy. There's so many people who mess up on the normal mode version of this fight. I gotta turn my headset down a bit. Wow. That song is booming in my ear. Oh, I'm a tank. Yeah, I forget that sometimes. I always feel awkward when it's double warrior. Cause then I'm like, should I be main tanking or what? I'm lost. There's always trash mobs in normal mode, and then savage mode is like you get straight to the boss fight, cause they're like, this boss is gonna kick your ass, and he does. I think it took us like a week to beat him. I'll do a lot of the better rages to like get him through. Got through it in like a couple of days. It took us like a week. I have to give me a second to get my YouTube page open up. I can't read comments without having my YouTube page open. I have to charge my laptop while I'm at it, because I do have raid night tonight. Give me a second, I'm gonna get set up. These guys carry me through it. It's just trash mobs. This is what trash mobs are for, right? Just killing people time and stuff. Move my mouse, my keyboard, should I say. By the way, I got the most irritating laptop in the world because right now it may not charge, and then later on it may decide it wants to charge. So it's a very irritating laptop. Alright, so here we go. Man, you got a lot of comments. Let's see what you got to say. Let me get on my YouTube page. As soon as everything loads up here. Yeah, I should have had my setup more set up. I was just really upset to knowing to be on this morning. Casual morning. Oh snap, watch the buttons. They started, so I'm gonna have to read your comments after this. Who died already? They are already fucking up with these buttons. Alrighty. I'm not into myself, that's bad. I somehow got hit by that. I'm like doing really bad right now. This is why I don't tank. Yeah, I'm tanking most of most of the raid content because I'm going for that war bear mount. Spike balls. The trap mechanic. Ice needles in the middle. You can tell people who did Savage. That's what happened, and they're freaking out and running towards you. When the bulldozer come out, the floor mechanics kind of don't matter anymore. Prey mechanics. Back up. If you saw my last video, you probably noticed I changed my HUD up. A11 Savage has so many mechanics you have to pay attention to that I had to change my HUD up. So I was like, yeah, I have to make this smaller. He has these orbs that you actually got to pay really close attention to, and like them being near the top of the screen, I could not see them with the way my HUD setup was. So I had to change my HUD setup, make things smaller, move things around. And I'm like, this should help me out with A11. Alright. Damn, we got that bulldozer fast. Tank buster. I can't get tapped up in time for that. And this is stack in mechanics. Someone hit that button. Move to the edge. Yeah, first weekend here, there was so much shit going down. I think my raid group just kept wiping. We had a black mage that kept stepping on the spike button, so we could not move throughout the entire fight. Single charge, spread out. Chain buster. Okay, now he's like doing this mechanic. This fight is very clutch. Especially in Savage, when they start putting prey on you at this point, it's like getting really tight. I should put up Storm's Pass. I'll do that to reduce damage. Make life easy on healers. Your healers are your friends. He's standing on that button. This guy's an asshole. Who hit that button? Good thing it don't one-shot you in normal mode. Otherwise, this would just be bad. Oh, there's ads. I gotta grab those. Alright, he can grab them. He's like, he gonna be super tank right now. Let's get that up. Pop that. Fell clean. Fell clean. Fan out. Huh? That's pretty much the gist of the fight. I almost left without getting the treasure, and I'm like, that would have been bad. I've been like, what did I come here for? This week, I think I should go for the boots this week. The boots and the pants. Cause I'm planning to ultimately upgrade these accessories pieces, so I would be better off upgrading the boots and pants maybe. I don't know. Let's see what I can get. If I get anything, I'll be happy. Yep, boots it is. Gotta get accommodation out. I mean, I could run through all the raid content people want. Let's see. But ultimately, I want to go through the story mode. I'm putting up my YouTube page now. Had to turn my volume on mute. And my laptop is being dumb, as I suspected. Naruto versus Sasuke final fight. I got a lot of stuff on my YouTube page I need to watch. I didn't really finish watching that Naruto. I'll put my mic on mute for now. We'll put my volume on mute so that there's not too much noise coming out on my end. Facebook, Oculus, Mint. Okay, let's go. So Gears of War 4 comes out today. My friend was telling me about that. Easy to bait Snickers. Okay. My friend's like, he got to go pick up Gears of War 4. I'm like, that's cool, man. So let's see what's going on. Alright, so now I got my chat channel open up. Yeah, I'm gonna be showing story content. Don't be hating. Alright. Yeah, I can still. I'm gonna show off the story content. It's not false advertising. Not false advertising. Chill. If you read the comments, it does say that there are gonna be more in this video than story content. But I'm doing so much. There's so much I want to do, so much I need to do, and there's a lot I'm trying to show off also because I didn't really get a chance to show off a lot of stuff the first week. Like I said, it's a lot of rating content going on. I don't think you was here when I said that. Way too much rating content going on. But overall, this is a really good patch. I enjoy a lot of stuff in this patch. I like the new dungeons and stuff. I think I did show off the new dungeons day one, so really no point in me showing those off again. Love the boss music. Love how everything is at the dungeons. People say, do you want to run expert? And I'm like, yep, I'm on it. Invite me. Grand companies have become more important also, so at least for now. And I'll sell some more stuff later. But I need to get my troops done. I don't want to waste too much time on this because this will probably bore people, but you know. That's my stream. I bore people to death if I want to. So now they were successful in this mission. So I'm getting a better gist of how my squadron should work out. It's kind of a bit of strategy with this. It's like you really have to be a leader. And you have to plan your groups out accordingly. So, as you can see, you have mental, physical, and tactical abilities. I was not really paying too much attention to these before, which is why I was losing some of these missions. So now I gotta arrange my team in a way that I have more mental ability, a little bit more strength for them to succeed in this mission. Luckily, I got a black mage not long ago. So I have to take out people and arrange my group accordingly. So if I take out a dragoon, add in a monk. Wait, who's in the party? A ninja. Take out the ninja, add in the monk. That raised my strength where it needs to be, but I need ultimately a caster. We got too much tactical, so if I take this out and put this in, That was close, but not where I need it to be. It's just 2 points below where I need it to be. So this is the tricky part for me. I can never get it right. My monk does have more strength, so it makes more sense to bring my monk. But I would need someone who has decent intelligence or decent mental ability. I can't really find no one with that. I have nothing like that. Ideally, the Arcanists come along. That makes my tactical ability lower than it should be. This brings everything where it should be. I guess I could just send them out like this. I just need someone with slightly more strength, and this is kind of where you have to, I would say, man, what's the word I'm looking for? Plan it out slightly better. Wait. Too little. Okay. I would have sent that group out, but it's too little on the mental part. Because dragoons are dumb. Sorry. Hate to say it that way. Well, I tried every combination I could think of. This is the closest I can get. So if I send this out, they may have a chance at winning. If they lose, then I know that it's just going to have to be 100% right. Until then, I got to train my troops. So, this is how you train them. Actually, let me cancel that mission. But wait, if you send them out, does it automatically take your points away as is? Let me check my currency. I don't know. I'm just going to have to abort. And then I can train them and send them in there differently. I don't want to make it undoable. I need to make it doable. Let's see. I think most of my group is tactical. I got a bard, a dragoon that's mostly tactical. So working on my strength can balance out. But then again, I could do this too. I'm gonna do this because I think I have too many tactical people in my group, maybe. This may not work out for me in the long run. That actually lowers tactics way too low for me too. I just need a bit more strength. Mental's okay. Strength and tactical is where I'm kind of leaning that. But then I hurt my mental ability way too much. And I have had times when my mental wasn't really where it needed to be. We are lacking in strength department though. There's like, the warrior's the strongest one on my team. So I actually got to boost that strength. So, basic strength training. And another thing about your squadron, when you tell them to get to work, they start working right away. That's really cool. So alright, we're going to get to the story now. Where I left off, I got all day to do the weeklies. And all day to build tomes. Which I won't even be able to get what I want this week, so that kind of sucks. I really messed up on my tome usage. My tome usage, the way I've done it, I messed around and I went to buy ninja's accessories out of lore, and I bought ninja scripture accessories, and my regular just looked at me like, are you the dumbest motherfucker ever? I'm like, yeah, sorry about that. Apparently, I wasn't paying too much attention when I was buying my accessories. Went to the scripture sessions and wasted a week worth of tomes on the wrong class. It's bound to happen eventually. No one's perfect. I'm gonna do the story content on my scholar. Alphanar would like nothing more than to get out of the snow. Let's see. Forgive me, this is neither the time or place for idle introspection. The knights can appraise Lord Edmonds of our success, and we, the Lord Commander, more apparently. More apparently, I should like to see if my sister's condition has improved. If you may take a moment for yourself if you wish, I will be at the congregation. I wonder if I got any glasses to go with this set. That'd be cool. Do I even? No, I got the Taliban headband on still. Yeah, pretty much Taliban headset. I don't like it too much, but that's the 250 gear. That's how the appearance work out. Let's see here. Speak with. I can't see that word. My screen. Amric and the congregation. Alright. Also gotta forgive me, I completely redid all my hotbars like I said I was going to. So all 24 classes I had to redo all those hotbars. And I narrowed every hotbar down to 2 hotbars instead of 3 hotbars. That was rather annoying having to over hop a third one, but I got so used to it that sometimes I still double tap instead of just single tap. But having it narrowed down to 2 hotbars does allow me to get where I need to get faster in a tight-knit situation. Where the fuck is that? Let's see. Amric would be... Oh. So, let's see. I haven't done much in the Gold Saucer. My raid member hit the $1 million jackpot. He's like, one of his tickets came out million gil. Well, MGP. It brings me joy to see you safely return to us, kid. What news from Zafatol? Then we were not too late. On behalf of Ishgard, I offer you my deepest thanks. So you gotta forgive me, it's early. As for we who remained here, Mistress Distola has been tending to Mistress Alistair in your absence. I am pleased to report that she has regained consciousness. That's good. I imagine you have many questions, especially given your recent encounter with the Warriors of Darkness. I know I do. Come, let me show you her room. Let me show you to her room. Do not worry. Her condition is much improved. She's a resilient one, much like her brother. But uh-oh, going to the girl's room. She looks so much like her brother.
How are you feeling?
Well enough, brother. Thanks to the kindness of our hosts. When they told me you had departed for Zelfatol, I found that I could rest. The outcome seemed a mere formality, as did your safe return. Thank you, my friend.
I take it your mission was a success.
Always.
As if we needed any further confirmation that they are in league with the Ascians. But to save another world? I think not.
I too thought his story fanciful at first. But it is possible there may be a kernel of truth in all of this. At the very least, none of his claims contradict the word's account.
You were following these people, Alice. Why?
During my travels, I had oft enjoyed tales of the Scions and their exploits. But after a time, I began to hear whispers of a gifted and theretofore unknown band of adventurers. Adventurers who had supposedly sworn to travel the realm slaying primals in the Scion's stead.
The Warriors of Darkness. And in the course of investigating these rumors, you stumbled upon the Ascians' involvement.
Oh wow, my screen, it shows
Yes,
everything stopping.
Exactly.
Forgive me, but if these warriors of darkness mean to bring about another calamity, to what end do they hunt primals?
To prompt an escalation. To deepen the beast tribe's feelings of helplessness and despair, and thereby drive them to summon ever more powerful gods. And lest we forget, these events do not occur in isolation. With their patron deities being slain left and right, the news of man's victory over Nidhogg must surely have sown panic in the minds of the beastmen. 'Tis no wonder they wish to defend themselves.
So it pissed the beastman off, they gave me for.
Power answered with greater power, death with more death. A vicious cycle fueled by fear and hatred. I know it's like all too well.
Indeed. The Ascians sow discord and desperation, and the warriors of darkness reap the harvest. And so it continues. Yet that is not the extent of their ambitions. The Ascian himself observed that once the powerless realize that the old gods have failed them, they will have little recourse but to look to a new one.
We cannot let that happen.
It should come as no surprise, but Alize and I have uncovered evidence that the Ascians have been manipulating certain parties to ensure that a constant stream of crystals flows into the hands of the beast tribes.
Man, them guys are good.
If we sever these supply lines, we should at least be able to slow the escalation.
I need to get a better processor for my computer one day.
Agreed. Kral and I shall journey to Zelphatol and learn what we can of the Ixal's source.
Aye.
Then I, for my part, pledge to lead a similar investigation into the origin of the Nath supply.
Sir Emmerich?
As a member of the Eorzean Alliance, Ishgard is honor-bound to play an active role in maintaining the security of the realm. You might also say that I have some personal motivation, given the Ascians' dealings with my father. However, I make no secret of the fact that my knowledge of primal beings is scant at best. As such, I should be most grateful if one of your order were to assist me.
Allow me, Sir Emmerich. I have dealt with the Nath before.
Let us consult with Orianja then. Given his dedication to the study of primal beings, I should be surprised if he could not tell us something of value.
Allow me to accompany you, brother. And before you think to refuse, know that I am not the girl I once was. I shall not be a burden. You have my word.
But Alize, you... You are more than welcome. After all, it was you who set us upon this path.
Wait a minute. I'm afraid I can't allow you to leave just yet. Not until you try on the new outfit I prepared for you.
This girl always making outfits and shit. Where's my new outfit? I need a tailor-made outfit, Tataru style. Alright. I wonder if Emmerich will become my scion one day. To think that the three of us plumbed the depths of coil and confronted Bahamut himself. Had I not been there, I would struggle to believe it. Shortly after we parted ways, I heard that she had taken to the road on her own, apparently on a journey of self-discovery. Precisely where to, I never learned, though I suspect that was by design. So she enjoyed hearing tales of our exploits, did she? Oh, everybody gotta get their Heaven's Ward look. My apologies for keeping you away. Oh snap. She got... How come they get the cool outfits and we don't? Right then, shall we be off? Tataru never ceased to impress, though for a moment I feared she might furnish you with a identical outfit. Praise to 12, she did not. Mother and father were rather too fond of making us wear matching clothes. Do you remember the time at the studium when the girl of yours... What? I can't pronounce that word. When that girl of yours crept up behind me in the hall and whispered? Sister, please. She was not mine. Can we not have this conversation in front of the warrior light? So be it. Another time, perhaps. To be honest, kid, I was planning on seeking you out just... what? I wasn't planning on seeking you out just yet. When I set forth on my journey, I did so with grand ambition. As you may recall, I promised I would not disappoint you. I pray you will forgive me if I do. A pleasure to have you with us. I've been meaning to ask about the carriage. Welcome to the fight. Pleasure to have you with us. I'm nice. New garments aside, I must say that you seem different, more resolute than when last we met. You have the look of a woman who is ready to fight for the future of Eorzea. To the extent of my abilities, perhaps, but I have no delusions of grandeur, or whatever that is. Nor will I pretend to have found myself or any such things. I am here today because I would regret it if... Forgive my terrible reading. I am here today because I would regret it if I weren't. That is all. Fair enough. Let us depart for the Waking Sands, then, let us depart for the Waking Sands, then, and see if Oriange can be of assistance. Man, I just wish they had voice actors for everything, because if I have to read everything, it's gonna be bad. It's like, damn. Y'all gonna be like, kid can't read, worse shit. I go by the name Tempest, but in this game, everybody love calling me kid. So, let's see. Waking Sands it is. Wait, he's still in the Waking Sands? I think he would be in the Rising Stone. I guess the other kid owns that area. So according to that story, Alpha Knight was a kind of a pimp when he was in high school or whatnot. His girlfriend creeping up on his sister and shit. Look at that. That right there may debunk the fact that people are going around speculating that Alpha Knight is gay. It's a really crazy theory that people are going around with on this server. And even people who love the game, they're like, I've talked to my brother and some of his friends on PSN chat, and they just be like, Alpha Knight's gay, man. You ever notice how he cries for guys and do crazy things for guys and stuff, but never go crazy over a girl? It's an A rank. I should announce it, but The weirdest thing happened to me this weekend. Somebody invited me to a late show saying, join, join, join. As soon as I joined, they kicked me from it. I was like, okay. So, yeah, my link show 8 is still open. I was like, that's... Why did y'all beg me to join this link show? Waking Sands, he's down here, I have to remember. Yeah, I got 2 of the birds. I still gotta get my Thornton bird. They made it nicer where you could trade in 99 tokens for a Thornton bird. But I have to get 99 tokens. I'm close to it though. My luck is just terrible. I seen probably 12. I seen like 16 birds drop and I got none of them. Oriange, apologies for calling upon your announcement. Call upon you unannounced. Why, Master Alphanar, with that, the scholar hath seen fit to grant me knowledge of thy coming. What bringeth thee and thine here these days? The warrior darkness have returned. Pray allow us to explain. My character does a lot more talking now. I too have heard the tales in recent days of primals being raised up only to be cast down by force unknown. Alas, as thou dost observe, this serveth but to spur the beast tribes to pursue their goals with redoubled favor. We have 2 objectives at this time: to identify and remove the source of the beast tribe's crystals, and to take the direct action to prevent any further summoning rituals from reaching completion. The second is easier said than done, of course. While we were fortunate enough to learn of the Izali's plan before they came to fruition, I should be surprised if the Warriors of Darkness and the Ascians did not have a similar design elsewhere, of which we have no knowledge. Thou worked wise to come hither, for this very day did I receive tidings most troubling, when from across the strait of whatever her name is, Ogomoro stirreth, and there are whispers that the Lord of Craig near from return. Mere rumors Mark though. Man, I hate his talking. But in light of thine own discoveries, thou cast, whatever, ill afford the turn of death of the claims. Aye, we must ascertain the truth of the matter for ourselves. Let us consult with the Maelstrom Force station at Camp Overlook, kid. Thank you for your counsel, Oriange. Pray inform us should you learn aught elsewhere. I shall. If I may, brother Oriange, is there anything else you would like to say? Alice? If not, then never mind. I only ask because you were normally rather more verbose. Nothing to add? Very well. Ere we depart, I wish to make a request. The warrior of darkness spoke of how the Adore had the power to break down the barriers between planes, that our worlds might be rejoined. I would ask that you research this for us. Being nowhere near as well read as you, I'm sure I wouldn't know where to begin. That said, I have heard tales of a promising tome, the Garen Oracle. Perhaps you could start there. By thy leave. Camp Overlook, was it? Very well. Oh no, I'm like her, man. I'm kind of speculating him to be in Leads with the Warrior of Darkness. I think he was that tall guy. Oriange may actually be a blonde head. I have not completed half the quests here. So, like, I used these quests for leveling before I knew it. I was already level 60 on all my classes, and I'm just like, I don't see the point of running them right now. When Samurai come out, I'll probably use them on Samurai. Which rumor has it that Samurai will be announced sometime soon. Next week, it was there. Is the festival this week? Whichever week. We will be hearing more about Samurai. Rumor has it they'll be announced at the Oktoberfest in Las Vegas. I think my raid leader's going there. 7 hells. At this rate, I'll have to appeal to Maelstrom commands for reinforcement. Whatever it is, we don't want any. Don't want any checks? Fancy that. Just when my Kobold problem looked like coming to a head, right? The Scions of the Seven Dun turns up, itching to pitch in. Bloody brilliant timing is what it is. Right then, let's get to it. Commander Boladin is eager to put you to work. So our friendly neighbors in the Ugamoro, I can't pronounce that. I'm gonna call it Ugamaro, whatever, have got much more aggressive of late, just as you said. Matter of fact, the scout spotted one sniffing about the stories just now. Likely looking to make off with a armful of crystals. I'll be damned if I'm about to let that happen. Lend a hand and help us search the camp for little buggers, would you? And kill him? Kill him, you say? See what she has to say. Haven't seen from her in a while. You spoken with the commander then? You don't have nothing to say. Our Maelstrom fans seem notably more agitated than the first we arrived. Do you happen to know why that might be? A kobold in the camp, you say? That would appear to corroborate Oriange's information. Yes, but to be so reckless as to infiltrate a Maelstrom camp and draw attention to your efforts is passing strange. Well, there will be time to think on this later. For the present, we must do everything in our power to prevent Titan summoning. And that means finding and questioning this kobold. It's still better than Neverwinter searching for shit. I got tired of searching for shit in Neverwinter. It's like, find this. You run around that whole entire map like, I can't find this shit. They say he's in the camp. Nah, he's out. Okay. A kobold land. Grasp. He's running. I'm hungry as fuck right now. I'm on what I call a gamer diet still. Bowling. Just stay back, away, far back. I'm not a God. It's no use, pointless, helpless, no use. Where do I go now? Oh, man, this bit's a fast runner. All right. I want to get the Sophia bird. I just haven't been farming Sophia stream as much as everybody else. My raid group is just more adamant about raiding. And I guess I could do it in my spare time, but if I'm not prepping for raid, I'm pretty much watching Hulu. There's so many shows on Hulu I've been catching up on. I just finished Gravity Falls. Really good show. Let's see if I can find this thing. Fell in love with Gravity Falls. I watched the presidential debate last night. That was really good. This has turned out to be a very intense presidential debate. Let's see, what else I seen on Hulu? I watched Danny Phantom. I've been wanting to catch up on that. I think I got Inspector Gadget in my feed, but I haven't watched it yet. So I'm gotta watch Inspector Gadget later on. I've been watching a lot of old shows, but I need to get caught up on some of the new stuff. People said I need to watch Heroes. I guess if you have a show that you want to recommend on Hulu, I could watch it. I really got Hulu hoping to watch all the Power Rangers series though. I wanted to get caught up in my Power Ranger lore. And then see the new Power Ranger series. Super Dino Charge. They had the black girl as a Pink Ranger, and I was like, wait, there's a black girl playing a Pink Ranger? I was really excited just because of that. So I was like, wait, I got to see this series. And she was hot. I'm not even gonna lie. She wasn't like that ugly ass black girl that you would see like on the street or something. She was actually one of them cute black girls I would see in my college. Like, damn. I would wreck that chick. Oh, there he goes. Man, they want you to do some like Neo Geo type of platforming or something. They call that stuff parkour. They want me to be a parkour person. Alright. Gotcha. Please, don't hurt me. I only wish to talk. Yes, just talk. I go. Nice talk. Let's see. Cobaltling. This was a stupid plan. Stupid. But if I tell no one, then everyone will. God, he found me again. What to do? I come in peace, only to talk, speak, say, talk. So please, do not hurt me. I can never be a voice actor. Well, if I was a voice actor, I get paid, so I would do voices then. So this is our wily Kobold infiltrator, is it? No wonder the soldiers were on edge. He could very well give one a bruised knee. Huzzah! We got him! Fine work, scions. So, little one, thought you could sneak into our camp, did you? Plotting to steal my crystal, were you? No. I came to talk, to ask for help. But when you soldiers saw me, they drew their weapons and shouted, and I... Now, let us all take a deep breath and discuss this civilized individual. Discuss this like civilized individuals. What is your name, child? Pikmin Gabo of the 620th Order, at least. I will be a Pikmin one day. Well met, Gabu. Really? Really? Okay. I am Alphanard, and this is my sister Alize. Kid, the man who found you, is our friend, and now that you know our names, we can be friends too. Now, Commander Boliden. Here, Nakamil Belladin here thinks you wanted to take his crystals, Gabu, but you said you came to ask for help. Why to us and not to your own people? What happened, Gabu? Can you tell us? No one is going to hurt you, alright? Not while we're here. I promise. The Patriarch, he gas. The Patriarch is going to summon a great fighter again, and you have to stop him, beat him, fight him, stop him. Will we get a Titan Savage mode? Gabu parents said they didn't want it along with more others, but the Patriarch wouldn't listen. He was so angry, raging, fuming, angry. He said that if they didn't have iron in their hearts, they would serve as coat for a furnace. Okay. And then the guards took my parents and the others away, and I haven't seen them since. Coat for the furnace, dang. I did not want to believe it, but I have heard tales of a folky fashioned from the bones of beastmen, which worshippers used in their rituals, hoping to summon more powerful incantations of their gods. By the 12, that is sickening. No one listens to Gabu. I'm messing this bitch's name up so bad. No matter how much he cries, plead, beg, cries, they do not listen. Only talk about punishing the overdwellers and praise the Great Father. Gabu lives. Gabu loves the Great Father, but he loves his parents too. So please help Gabu stop the Patriarch and save his parents. Commander, advise Maelstrom Command that Titan summoning is imminent. Should the worst come to worst, we will require their support. Time being of the essence, we three will attempt to infiltrate the Kabol's stronghold and secure the crystals and free the prisoners. Well, if you're sure, you'll forgive me if I don't seem optimistic. We'll make ready, just in case. Also, another thing about voice actors and stuff, they have time to read their scripts beforehand, so you gotta cut me some slack when I'm fucking up my readings, you know. It's like, I didn't have time to read this beforehand. This is like on the go. Do you know that there are collectors who will pay a fortune for beastman ritual artifacts? It is perverse. I tried talking to the others, but they wouldn't listen, so even though I was afraid, I came here. I'm so tired. I have faith that we may yet stop the ritual. We would surely have detected the associated etheric disturbance had Titan manifested himself already. But I cannot speak for the prisoners. Them 12 have mercy that they would even contemplate sacrificing their own flesh and bodies, brothers and sisters, mothers and fathers. Time is of the essence. We must see what else Gabu knows of whatever. Formulates. Oh. We must see what else Gabu knows and formulate a plan without further delay. And then we talk to Gabu and oh, she said something different? What sort of twisted mother would consider a ritual refocused work of art, knowing full well how it was made, and we call them beastmen? Shifting nervously from foot to foot, Gabu struggles to meet your gaze. I heard Great Father Titan loved crystals, cherished, covet, loves them, and if we gather enough, he will return. That's why the Patriarch told everyone to go forth and gather them. So I was thinking, if we take all the crystals away, maybe the Great Father won't come. Very good, Gabu. I was just thinking the same thing. Do you know where these crystals are stored? I know. Oh. Several posts, each defended by different order. Gabu wanted to steal them, but he was too afraid to go along. Yes, too afraid to go along. But together, we can take them away and hide them. Come, Gabu. We'll lead you to the first cache. I'm gonna take 5 minutes. I'm gonna go get me some chips. It probably won't even be that long. I am hungry and I need chips in my life for my gamer diet, which is bad. I'll be back. And I'm back with some chips. Funny story, I had a bad dream last night that I was eating some of the world's nastiest chips. I don't know why that was a dream or why that wasn't a thing, but you know, I woke up and I was like, what type of chips were I eating? Alright. They shouldn't fuck with me down here. Oh, that's the beast tribes. Okay. I didn't even do my beast tribes yesterday. I gotta go pick those up. What time is it? If I'm not done with the story in 55 minutes, I'll go do my beast tribes. Alright, let's go. I won't do them, I just pick them up. Quickly. Catch the crystal. Do you have them? Good. Lead on, Gabu. This way. Wait, what book she got going on there? Time is short. If you have the crystals, we should move to our next onto the cache. Did you hear, brother? Brother? Aye. I hope my currency is not too loud. Aye. It's just that. No, we're not skipping cutscenes. I am quite certain that crate once bore its guardian seals. Someone took great pain to remove all traces, but enough remains to make out the pattern. See for yourself. I struggle to imagine Cabal traveling to Kirstis to obtain crystals, much less bothering to conceal their origins. I suspect these crystals were smuggled into Valbrid by another party, most likely a pawn of the Ascians, as Stancret speculated. I don't understand. Who are the Ascians? Do they worship Great Father Titan too? Never you mind about that. As Alize said, we do not have a lot of time. Can you lead us to the next cache, Gabu? Yes, of course. Gabu knows the way. This next one is the last, and it's very large, huge, very big, very huge, very large. That's what she said. I'm sorry, that was a that's what she said joke coming. But they were here, heaps of crystals. I gotta check this book out that she has. It's a very fancy book. Damn, is that the Sire book? I wonder. I gotta check it out. That may be a Sire book. We should pack up the crystals and leave now. The Cabals could stumble upon our handiwork at any moment. Gabu said the cache would be here, but unless it is remarkably well hidden. So you cast about for a time. You see no sign of crystals. Confound it. What about you, kid? Any luck? Nothing, but this cannot be. Gabu saw them, spotted, saw. Think, brother, think. They must have moved them, right? The question is, where to and why? Within Ogamoro, where they summoned Titan once before. It means to do so again. It is the only explanation. What about Mother and Father and the others? We must help them. And we will. Gabu. We will. Stay calm. We still have time. Why am I thinking about green eggs and ham right now? They have yet to call for the remaining crates, yes? If they had, then they would have found the other cache empty and sounded the alarm. Nevertheless, I believe the time for stealth has passed. We must breach the navel and seize the remaining crystals. There is no other way to prevent that Titan summoning. But first, give me your crystals, that I might deliver them into Commander's whatever custody. We dare not take them into the bowels of the mountain. Really? Man, that's like becoming a common thing. I'm gonna wonder if I can trust Alphanar. He's a little crystal hungry right now. The crystals. Kid, if you'd be so kind. Thank you. I should deliver them to Camp Overlook for safekeeping and brief Commander Bolden of the situation. Pray, go on ahead. As I recall, there is an Etherite within the Gamaru mines. The Ugamaru. I can never pronounce that. Fuck it. The Gamaru mines. that should deliver you to the navel. Gabu doubtless knows the way. Wait for me there. I shall rejoin you anon. Strange. I would have thought you eager to remain in the thick of action. But this is what you prefer, then Godspeed, brother. I didn't even know she was talking. This way, this way. Into the navel. It's nice that they brought Alice back. It was like she was gone for the majority of the story. I remember the Muhammad story was based around them. Alexander's story seemed to be more based around Istola and Sid. I take it this is the Aetherite we seek. Right then. As soon as Alpha and I arrives, we go. I trust you're feeling suitably heroic, kid. There's no telling what sort of resistance we'll face in there. Quickly, you clods. Briskly, swiftly, quickly. I will not suffer any further delays. Lay down your arms and surrender. We have your crystals. There will be no summoning this day. Overdwellers? Here? But how did you... Where are my parents, Patriarch? Where are they? Oh shit. Mother? Father? Coke for the furnace. You monster. How could you? Why am I into this? We are but servants of the Lord of Craig. We are his, and he may drink of the blood and partake of our flesh. That he might draw upon the strength of his children and defend them from the tyranny of the overdwellers. No Alice, not yet. I understand. Patriot, I do. Your fear, your anger, your hate. You do anything to protect your people, anything to deliver them from despair. Whatever it takes to ensure that those who threaten you can never do so again. But in your single-minded pursuit of this objective, you have brought suffering on your own kith and kin. You have sacrificed the lives of the very people you sought to protect. But it need not be this way, Patriarch. Renounce your bloody course, cease your attempt to summon your God, and work with us together to build a lasting peace. He's good with his words. Another piece to be abandoned at the overdweller's convenience. Oathbreakers, all of you. Liars, betrayer, oathbreakers. You take, and you take, and you take, And when you have had your fill, you sue for peace. What? You sue for peace. You promise that this time, in the last, this time in the last, until I grow hungry again. Speaking of hungry, I'm busting these chips down. And when we defend ourselves, you declare that this beast tribe cannot suffer to live? That our God drains the land of Aether and brings not but suffering, a death, destruction, suffering upon us all? I will hear no more lies from you in your overdwellers. You've ruined your own lands. You'll not ruin ours. I said I'd come for you, and I did. I'm here. I'm here. I'm here. Say something. Please. 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 Too late. Wake up! 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 Seven hells. Come on, man. I beat the guy like thousands of times. Let's do this again. I wonder when they make a Titan bird. They just come out with savage modes and come out with birds. That'd be cool. I'm here. I'm here. I'm here. Landslide. Alvanard, leave him to me. Man, them carbuckles are vicious. We must away. What they saying? Did I miss the entire conversation? Whatever. He's breathing. I don't see any injuries, but I can't seem to wake him. By the 12s. How could I be so foolish? I should have known better than to let Gabu accompany us, given what we were like to find. His anguish and despair has served to birth a primal, just as surely as would the supplications of the faithful. Excuse me. Worse, being born of such tumultuous emotions, the incantation is Titan seem incapable of not but violence. If we were the ones, if we have one cause of optimism, it is that while many crystals were present, they presented but a fraction of the quantity intended for the summoning ritual, meaning that Titan must be far weaker than planned. Be that as it may, he is yet a primal, and the longer we leave him to bleed the lands of Aether, the stronger he'll grow. And should Titan be permitted to leave Ugumoro, more lives will be lost. The Maelstrom will rally their troops, and the cycle will continue. Kid, you know what must be done. Will you face the Lord of Credit once more? Thank you, my friend. Alize and I would tend to Gabaru. When you have finished with the primal, look for us in Camp Overlook. We'll be expecting you. Hard mode, really? Alright. I can do this. Everything's going hard mode. They're gonna have to make a minstrel ballad for this or something. There's like 2 ways they can do primals. Minstrel ballad or savage. And now we're waiting on Duty Finder Q. In the meantime, I'm gonna pick up those beast trap quests. Boom, boom. Super bird. This game has great music. I wasn't expecting the story to be this long, really. I may have to continue tomorrow if I don't get it done by 11. So I'll stop my stream at 11. I may bring my stream back online for dailies and weeklies. Actually, I'll show off some of the raid. I didn't get a chance to show it off last time, so I'll show off some of the raid. Anybody who played this game probably seen them. It's been 2 weeks. Anyone who cares probably seen them. I'm also thinking to upgrade some of our Savage videos. We'll upload some of the clears that we've done. I kinda didn't record last night clear. It's like I normally let the main healer solo heal it since he got most of his gear towards healing, most of my gear is towards DPS. And then it comes out to be more like he dies and I'm like, oh shit, I gotta actually heal now. We barely squeezed that victory, but we got it. A V is a V. 1 quest, 2 quests, 3 quests. Training's complete. Well, know where we're going. They really did some work with this patch. But yeah, that was one crazy ass dream. I don't know why I had dreams, a nightmare about eating really bad chips. It was like, that shouldn't even be a thing, but it was. And like, these chips are bad. Everybody's like, eat them. Alright, so that worked on their strength. So let's see what's up. Can we send them on the grand mission now? These level 20 missions seem to be hard to do. Okay, so now everybody got too much strength. But intelligence falls, right? Okay. So we got too much strength. We can put an archer here now. If we take this guy out and we throw this archer in, Perfect strength, perfect intelligence, and nice. Let's send them. Let's send them. We got this. All we needed was strength. You had to play to our troops' weaknesses. So this should be a success. I also got that scroll. Grand Company issued literature outlining basic techniques upon increase the chance a new recruit will request enlistment in your squadron. Effects ends upon recruit's arrival. So like basically you apply that right when you're about to complete a challenge log and it will give you a new recruit. Or before any challenge log. That's actually a pretty cool one. Man, is no one queuing for Titan? It's like no one queuing. Is no one playing today? I'll wait like a few more minutes and then I will probably queue as a tank. I hate to do that though. Def Jr. is online. But yeah, I'm thinking to record some of the videos tonight. We'll probably breeze through A9 Savage real quick, get to A10. A lot of people saying we're gonna beat the shit out of it. We did one shot it last night, but it was like a very tight one shot. I was like, yeah, that's really tight. So hopefully they learn from the mistakes and we don't get fucked up as much. Hopefully I learned a bit more too. I don't think I died at all, but actually according to FF log, I didn't die at all. But it's not all about me, it's about the entire group. I hate coming out here and doing stuff like this because like if the queue pops when I'm in crafter form, I gotta actually sit through that penalty and I hate sitting through penalties. Like that shit. It's like there was no one in the duty finder queue like 10 seconds ago. You saw that. You saw that. You saw that shit. There was no one there. And then as soon as the queue, motherfuckers can't stand this shit. Oh well. It's tight to normal. Well, it's tight in hard mode, so it don't matter. I let the main healer do all the healing anyways. This was one interesting way to get people back to doing old content. Still in mouse mode, that's why. Playing on PS4 is a little tricky. That's why you get people say they would never do PS4. Oh yeah, no 8th flow stacks or anything. Nah, I do. Yeah, she's still on 6. Oh, yeah. See, this is why I wish that they let your skills be carried over. Like, no matter what level you are. Because I keep forgetting I got Braille. I'm like, why am I not DPSing Braille? Okay. Shadow Flare. I do honestly feel this class need one more dot. Although a lot of people say the Scholar is OP as is, so. I don't know, I've just never been a fan of Shadow Flare. A lot of enemies love jumping across the field and stuff, and I'm like, for your level 50 skill to be a skill that anybody can jump out of, it's like, why? Yeah, I agree they should have a field AoE, but I don't agree that the field the AoE should be so detrimental to their damage. No one has weakness, do they? No? Okay. Why is my fairy dying? Yeah, that makes it kind of hard to see what's on the HUD. Damn, I need to move that. I can barely see my cooldowns or abilities at all. Is that really? I hate when I mash buttons and buttons don't go through. Give it to the healer. I gotta go find the main scenario quest. Camp Overlook. Alrighty. Trying to think. My mind is like, oh yeah, that HUD layout. It was just bad. Maybe I can make the buffs smaller. I'll work on my HUD later. I ain't got time for that right now. I'll work on it later. I need to see what's going on, but at the same time I need to be mindful of the screen. I need to be able to see the screen. That layout was nice, but in that fight it was causing a clusterfuck of shit to go down. Because a lot of stuff is happening on screen, and I'm having a hard time seeing that. Well, I wasn't having a hard time seeing stuff on the screen, so mechanic-wise I was doing good. It's just I wasn't able to see my dots, and playing this class I'm trying to like keep my dots up as much as possible, and if I can't see it, then I'm struggling. So I wasn't even struggling, it's just I was annoyed by the fact that I had to deal with dots like that. Ah, there he is. Did I not tell you he would return safe and sound? The deed is done then. Titan is no more. Good. There has been enough tragedy this day. He has been like this since he regained consciousness. We believe he can hear us, but he has made no attempts to respond. He is almost certainly still in shock, but we cannot discount possibility that he succumbed to the primal's influence. Should that prove to be the case, he must be put to death like any other thralls, such as the Alliance policy. Yes, you have the right of it, but we must not rush to the conclusion. After all, we once feared that Istal followers were beyond reason, and many have since laid down their arms and accepted Ishgard's peace. They talking about Ishgard. I can't remember her name though. We can but watch, wait, and pray. Let's see what time it is. Okay. Alphanar would rather not worry about what may or may not come to pass. I'm looking at my YouTube channel, sorry. Okay. There's not to be gained from dwelling on an eventuality over which we have no control, much less one which may never even come to pass. Let us tend to more immediate matters. Informing Commander Boliden of Titan's demise, for example. You may be certain that he will be glad of the news. Would you be so kind as to break it to him? So let's break the news. I'm not breaking glasses, but I am breaking news. Bum, bum, bum. Ah, you're excited for Sore Eyes. When the others came back without you, I feared the worst. But they said you had matters well in hand. Yeah, I fucked up another primal. All settled then, is it? I'm glad to hear it. But not half as glad as my men will be. Believe you me. Regardless of whether or not he was summoned properly, a primal's a primal. And there ain't a soul in Maelstrom that hasn't lost a friend to one. Don't get me wrong, like, we were all prepared to do our part, but we weren't so naive to think we'd live to tell the tale. Thankfully, of course, it didn't come to that, which, my friend, sounds to me like causes for celebration. Now, I know you have, I know you lots have places to be, but why not stay the night? We'd be honored to raise a glass to the triumphant return of Titan's Bane. And we stay the night for real? Okay. I hope they cleaned those fish. I don't know, the earrings make my character seem kind of feminine with this hairdo. But I kind of like the hairdo.
Who goes there? Oh, it's you. Forgive me for straying from the camp. He hasn't been feeling too welcome, to say the least. I thought a change of scenery might do him good. But, alas.
She's taking care of him like a pet or something.
It's so quiet out here. The stars spread out before us, beckoning across time and space. Dawn may banish even the darkest night. How bitterly beautiful, those words. I should be stronger for all my experiences, yet my heart aches more than ever. I never understood why Grandfather gave his life that day. I thought that if I came here, I would find the answers I needed. But when I finally laid eyes on the land he sacrificed everything to save, saw firsthand the bickering, the pettiness, I was disappointed. I was angry. I could not fathom how these people were more deserving of his love than his family, than me. But when Grandfather revealed the whole truth of the calamity to us, I finally understood. And I resolved there and then to continue his legacy in my own way. My travels have been enlightening, but I cannot say that I have enjoyed them. I have lost count of the many petty crises that I was helpless to resolve, and of the people whose actions I could not understand. There were others, of course. Good people. People with whom I felt a kinship, whose lives I could not save. I found myself asking what it was all for. Why try if I was doomed to fail in the end? But then I recalled Grandfather's words to my father, years ago, before he left Charlayan behind forever. To ignore the plight of those one might conceivably save is not wisdom, it is indolence. We must all protect that which we hold most dear in the manner of our own choosing. We have to try, do we not? Of course, it's one thing to try and another to do. There were times while I was tracking the warriors of darkness when I faltered, when I was afraid. But then I thought of my brother, of Urianger, of you. Oh, pray forgive me. This conversation has been rather one-sided, hasn't it? Mayhap you could recount some of your adventures in Ishgard.
I traveled far and wide with two companions, Estanian and Isel, who were under some rather unique circumstances. I had the pleasure to fight alongside Sir Emmerich. When Alphanana came at last to the Dravanian hinterlands. I gotta fight with it in a minute.
He is quite a man, the Lord Commander. I shall have to thank him for his kindness. Truth be told, I was rather taken aback by it all. Given Ishgard's famous love of foreigners, I was half expecting the Kyrugians to berate me for bleeding. But I never heard an unkind word. Everyone there seemed relatively open and friendly, in fact, thanks in no small part to your tireless efforts, I suspect. The hopes and dreams of so many rest on your shoulders, Warrior of Light. As long as the sun rises, we can but carry on, for the sake of those we hold dear.
I don't know, that took me back to like a Final Fantasy VII moment. And what was that music? That was like kind of nice.
To what end dost thou cling to the tainted gifts of the Mother?
I haven't heard this song in a while.
Every tool has its purpose. Even this. Well, what is it?
The seeds sown in Vilbrand have been plucked from the earth and left to wither. Alas, Titan's demise sufficed not to drive the kobolds to deepest desperation.
What did the man in white have to say?
That we are to proceed as he did first set forth.
Well, that's easy for him to say. It's not his bloody world on the brink of destruction, is it?
Be thou well reminded that with an end to Ishgard's unrest, naught now remaineth to preoccupy the Scions' thoughts. And thus may they devote their every energy to thwarting thee and thine. I foresee only greater difficulties ahead.
Foresee? Are you sure you don't welcome them? I'm starting to think you might hold a candle for your old friends after all.
Pray do not mistake mine intent. I but look upon the path which lieth before us with due trepidation. Shouldst thou be of like mind, pray consider then another course. For the power to invoke the ardor belongeth not unto the Ascians alone. With thine own hand strike down thine enemy, the so-called hero who would see thy home lost to light. Do but this, and thou wouldst at a single stroke disrupt the all-too delicate balance of this realm, plunging her straightways into chaos.
Will you get to fight chaos in this game?
You do realize what you're suggesting, yes?
To ignore the plight of those one might conceivably save is not wisdom, it is indolence. The words of my teacher, and a creed I hold close to my heart.
I knew this is Orion J. It's like straight up Orion J. They just gave so many hints right there. So, yeah, it's him.
Very well. Draw him out. We'll make it quick.
It shall be done. What good a creed one cannot uphold? What hurts soothed? What lives saved? Oh, hapless fool, what hast thou wrought by thine own hands? Minfilia, my friends, I shall not now beg your forgiveness. Full deeply though it paineth me to walk it, I shall not stray from my chosen path. As Moonbreeder remains steadfast, so too shall I.
But to call Orion J an enemy would be kind of stretching it. What ho, kid? I trust you had a good night rest. I was but this moment speaking with Stancred and Stella via Slink Pearl. They had some interesting news to share. Apparently, during the course of respective investigation, both came across crates which had once borne its guardian seals. So it seems that someone in the capital is very well busy indeed. Accordingly, Accordingly, the Temple Knights have launched a full-scale investigation. Sir Emmerich believes that it is only a matter of time before the culprits are found, but we shall have to wait and see. In the meantime, it seems only prudent to look into the recent activities of the other tribes. In any case, or in case that they too are flushed with its guardian crystals. And with that in mind, I suggest we pay Urianger another... Wait, where's Alice? She was here a moment ago with Gabu. Yeah. The storyline is so deep. My friend messaged me the other day. She was like, Square Enix are dicks. And I was like, what do you mean? And she was like, have you finished the story? And I was like, no. She was like, I'm just gonna say they're dicks. And I'm like, I gotta know now. Hey Gabu, what's up? Quiet. Alright. You know, good news is he shut the fuck up. Let me guess. It's time to leave, isn't it? My apologies for disappearing again. If it is any consolation, I have already packed my things. How is he? Brother, Commander Boladin, something tells me you are not solely here out of concerns of his welfare. But to answer your question, there has been no change. He will not speak or eat. I'm not even sure if he slept. If he did, he seems none the better for it. He just shuffles about with his same expression on his face. You will look after him, won't you, Commander? And treat him with every kindness. Well, he's still in there. I know it. Beneath the anguish and despair, he's still fighting with all of his heart. He despaired to be given a chance. Oh, he deserves to be given a chance. Damn. Until he comes back to us. Until we know for certain what has become of him. Aye. You needn't worry. If he hadn't risked his neck to warn us and help you secure the better part of the crystals, this could have turned out a damn sight worse than it did. We'll not soon forget that, and nor will Maelstrom Command. I'm so sorry, Gabu. I truly am. You should never have been made to, and I know I cannot possibly understand. Mayhaps there is nothing I could do to or say. The pain, the anger, the helplessness, the pain. Hold fast to the memories of better times. Remember them as they were. And when it hurts so much your heart feels fit to burst, let it burst. Let it burst and fill up again with your love for them. And never, ever forget. Come along, little ones. I will remember them. And you, Alice, thank you. Have faith, sister. Your words have reached him in time. He will recover. And those who orchestrated these events will be made to answer for their crimes. Is she gonna go Super Saiyan? A 1,000 times over, there will be a reckoning. Oh, she's mad now. Oh, she's pissed now. Look at me trying to instigate shit that ain't gonna really happen. What you wanna do? Get stabbed like Hersephant did? Just get a spear through the heart? That's mean. But, Waking Sands it is. Where's my phone? I don't feel like going to the PSN dashboard. It's almost 10 o'clock. 10:30 I will go pick up the rest of my beach tricord. If the story's not done by then. Man, this is turning out to be a long story, but it's decent. It's juicy. It's good. This is why my raid group was like, do the story on your own time. No, they wasn't assholes about it. It was like, we just want to raid. Like, make sure we get the story done on our own time and come back and raid on time. Boom. I'm not sure if this is still booming in anyone's ear. I swear I turned my volume down. Master volume is 30. So, it shouldn't really be too booming in people's ear. But it's damn sure booming in mine. These says that's good. You can hear the bass inside this song. Boom. 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 Yo, man, I need to do a Bismarck extreme fight with headsets on. That's gonna be fun. Boom. I should play this entire game with headsets on one day. Had a full surround sounds. I use Turtle Beach headset, by the way. Is this Turtle Beach? It's one of them. I'm pretty sure it's Turtle Beach. With the turtle bitches. We have heard the glad tidings of the Ogomoro. Oh, from my Ogomoro friends. From Ogomoro, my friend. By the grace of the 12s and your most valiant efforts, the people of the settlements may rest easy. I should like to think so, yes. Though we failed to prevent the Lord of Craigs from manifesting, we did successfully weaken him and enable Kid to dispatch him before the Warriors of Darkness could make matters worse. 'Twas by no means an unmitigated success, but it will have to suffice. Then let us speak of another matter, one which weigheth heavy on my mind, on my lady's mind. As thou didst request, I sought out the Giran Oracle, that we might better understand the aims of the Warriors of Darkness. Though their copious use of the deafest any single interpretation, the oracle paints a most disturbing picture, one of the worlds parallel to our own, apart yet linked, reduced to ruins with every unbroken calamity. Seven times have this succeeded. Then the 10 of 3. Then of 10 and 3, only 6 worlds remains. Aye, all is as me, Lady Mephilia, back in upon the past tense, so strong. Past tense are hard. As for what becometh of these reflections, when they and the sources are rejoined. Let me turn my headset down. Frail flesh upon the umbral fire. Each soul surrenderous of her call to flow to the endless seas, there to endure as 1 and 9. Then if the warriors of darkness succeed, everyone in our world would die. In essence, the verse speaketh of the reincarnation of the flesh and subsequent return to the life stream. Final Fantasy VII. However, this fate may yet be preferable to the alternatives. For if the first were to fall to transcendent light in the manner of the warriors of darkness described, it would give way unto the void wherein none may know either life or death. Far better to die their reasons. Far better to die their reason. For in death there is life, the essence of a soul which returneth up unto the source may be born anew, saved such, at least is their belief, I surmise. If that is true, then gods, no one should ever have to make such a choice. Ere we speak further on the subject, I will share with the another recent discovery. It seems that several sizable shipments of crystals has been delivered into the hands of certain Alamegan parties. Alamegans? Strange. And you believe this to be the work of the same Asgardian smuggler who supplied the beast tribes? I know beyond a shadow of a doubt. And lest thou wonder at their motive, I would remind you that the Ascians did once attempt to bring about the summoning of Rago, the individual who took recipes of these shipments are refugees belonging to a group devoted to the cause of Alamegan and liberation. Let's see. It may also interest thee to know that the Asgardian suppliers appears to be none other than the remnants of Alan Rosalia network of spies. Surely you jest, and yet it is not so surprising. Bereft the leadership and hunted by Alliance, I can well imagine such villains being desperate enough to conspire with the Ascians, assuming they even know or care who their new employees are. All of which is irrelevant. Forgive me. We must seek out the resistance group which received the crystals without delay. Kid, Alize, will you come with me to Little Alamego? Miago? Yes, of course. I should like to hear what they have to say for themselves firsthand. Miera walk in the light of the crystal. She seen something. She knows it's him. Alphanite, Alice, kid, are you listening? Good. I have tidings. The Temple Knights raided the smuggler's warehouse less than an hour ago. A cursory interrogation of the prisoners yielded confirmation that they were in the employ of, and I hope you are sitting down, a man in black robes. Then you have them, and the crystals too? What few remained, regrettably, it would seem they dispatched one final shipment in an hour before we struck. Was bound for Little Alamigo, or Alamigo, whatever. We are told, we are told, where it will be received by members of a local resistance group. Since Sir Emmerich men no longer have need of my service, I have in mind to head that way, as do we. By happy coincidence, we learned of the shipment but a few moments ago. Ha! And there I was thinking I might finally be one step ahead of the Warrior of Light and his little helpers. Wait a moment. There is more, and I defy you not to be surprised by this revelation. The leader of the Isgardian smugglers were formerly in the employ of one Alan Rosalia, the infamous Ivy herself. Once again, Thancred, I fear I must inform you that Thancred, with whom else have you shared this information? About the smugglers? No one. As I think I mentioned, the raid was less than an hour ago. I was planning to contact Istola Nets, but is there someone else you would have me notify first? No, there isn't. There you go. It's all right there in writing. What in the world has gotten into her? It is twice now that we have sought Oriange's aid, and twice she has treated him as if he was a stranger. The Archon was one of Grandfather's most dedicated pupils and spent as much time in Levier estate as we did. He's practically a member of the family. Truth be told, I struggle to recall a day from my childhood when I did not see the three of them laughing together. And if this continues, I may have to raise a matter later though. Little Alamigo awaits. It's all in writing. Right there. So she's suspicious because how would Oriange know about the shipment if he has never been contacted about it? He has to be in on it. And they did say there was a man in a black robe who was leading the group. All right there in front of you. Oriange is the only man in this game known as to be the man in the black robe. No sign of Thancred. I will get to the bottom of this. Oh, forgive me. It has been a long day. Did you have something to say? Oriange? Oh, I've always struggled to understand what's going on in his head. Now more than ever. Listen, kid. If anything should happen, it should be me who, just know that I am prepared to do whatever must be done. Right then. To more pressing matters. Since we have no idea when Thancred might arrive, I suggest we see what information we can gather in this absence. And then we gotta do intelligence. Alphanar is eager to get to work. So, to review, we are reliably informed that members of the Alamegan resistance operating here have taken receipt of several large shipments of crystals. Our task being to ascertain who and what. Given the size of the settlement, I find it hard to believe that anyone here could be wholly unaware of the resistance movement. The challenge, of course, would be finding individuals who are both able and willing to share such information with outsiders. It would seem sensible to divide our forces. Kid, why don't you question the residents of the eastern half of town, Alize? I will do the same in the west. Alize and I will do the same in the west. And afterwards, we can rendezvous here and share findings. It's always the divide and conquer tactic with him. Let's see. Got 12 minutes, it looks like it, or was that 18 minutes? Let me check. I got 18 minutes to continue the story, so let's see. This story is long, or maybe I'm just a slow reader. Let me guess. Come to join the fight, have you? No need to deny it, friend. You're not the first to answer the Griffin's call. While he's lit a fire in every Alamegan's heart, he's also inspired more than a few Udon to pledge themselves in the cause. And little wonder, the Guardian won't stop until we're under the yoke. I see you there, going around asking questions, looking for the Griffin in his lot, I'll bet. Seems dare and talk a little Alamigo these days. Dare to talk a lot of Alamigo these days. Folks wondering what he's about, what he's got in store for the Guardians, and what's under that mask of his, of course. Some say he's hardly got a face. What with all the scars? Others reckons he been marked for death by the Empire, and that they'd send a bloody legion if they knew he was here. Snort. Okay. Your guess is as good as mine. Oh my god. Like, seriously? Why? It's just a thing. Okay. So I'm guessing I gotta go upstairs. Or do caves even have stairs? Go up here. Yeah, I played around Little Amigo a few times. The resistance? Damned if I know. It's not as if I'd be any use of them. Cough wheeze. If you set store by all of these tells, the secret weapons, good luck to you. But I'm too old for the masked bedtime stories. This is our lot, and it's time we got used to it. So he's bringing the Guardians back into play here. The Guardians are who's part of the Warren Triad storyline. So apparently this has a lot to do with Asla also. I suppose I should ask, as you learned. But I think I already know. Yes, this Griffin character seems to be the leader of a newly formed revolutionary faction within the Resistance. The mask. Yet, despite their growing population, no one seems to know much about them. Only that they are the most aggressive military group to join the movement in recent memory. Indeed, many claims their commitment to the cause of Alamegan liberation is unrivaled. We can but hope their revolutionary favor is never channeled in the direction of a primal. Though I feel confident this is the group which received the crystal shipments, we yet lack proof. Before taking any action, I would speak with the settlement leader to confirm my suspicions and mayhaps enlist his help while I'm about it. Given that you and Godabold are already acquainted, mayhaps it would be best if you took the lead, shall we? I didn't even know I knew the settlement leader here. Alright, let's go check. Who the fuck is Godabold? Did I even help Alamiga? Yeah, I don't think I know this guy. Oh wait, I think I may have talked to him once. Much of a pleasure. Oh, much as it pleased me to see you again, kid, I cannot help but wonder if you should be worried. If I should be worried. I hear you. Excuse me, that's bad. I hear you and your friends have been asking questions. Damn right. The Griffin? I know of him. As do we all. He and his mask have become a leading faction within the Resistance. Though there were suspicions at first given his secretive ways, he quickly proved himself a charismatic and capable commander. When men are drawn to his passion and his vision, they truly believe that he has what it takes to lead them to victory. Even I cannot help but to admire the man for what he accomplished, but I have not forgotten Weldred. I now remember this guy. This is the guy from the monk story, I believe. Weldred. I was blind to the depth of his ambition, and you were not. The Griffin will soon deliver a speech to our people in the sunken temple of Corn. Go and see with your own eyes. Weigh his words with your own heart. How convenient. 'Tis but a pity Thinker is not here to join us. You two go on ahead. I shall stay behind and wait for him. This isn't Scooby-Doo. Shouldn't we just like stick together? I used to love Scooby-Doo. Like, yo guys, why don't we split up? Oh hells no, we're not splitting up. Why do we gotta always split up and you put me with the two scared bitches while you get the cute girl? That's fucked up. I love Scooby-Doo. That was the funniest stuff ever. Would you do it for a Scooby snack? Hells no. How about 2? 3? Maybe. That was funny. Was that like a super Scooby snack? I forget. I think there was one time they made real life Scooby snacks and people was going around eating them. They didn't last long. I think they might have been cookies. Oh, I went to the Beach Tribe area. Yeah, alright. I guess I could pick up this Beach Tribe. Nah, I gotta stay on my rotation. I gotta pick up the same 3. I normally pick up these Beach Tribes because I get the materia, but I don't see myself. Wait, did I pick up a Beach Tribe yet? No, I didn't pick up a regular one, so I can pick up this one. You just come down here and do it later. Oh wait, I think I did pick up the regular ones. Yeah, I did that. Okay. I'm just wasting time now. I got 10 minutes to go pick up the rest of my Beach Tribes later. Server resets at, how about this? I'll pick up the rest of them in 20 minutes, maybe 30. Server resets at 11, so I got like a few minutes to continue the story. If it's not done by the next big stress hole, I will go ahead. Has it begun already? I hear voices coming from within. Finally, they get to do the reading for me. Hopefully.
Brothers and sisters, 20 years ago, Alamigo, our home, was claimed by the Garlean Empire. In our haste to overthrow the King of Ruin, we turned a blind eye to our foes in the north. With our glorious revolution, we but laid a path for a new tyrant to succeed the old. And when confronted with our failure, we fled. Not a day goes by that I do not think of those we left behind. Think of them and feel ashamed. And I know each and every one of you feels the same. We abandoned them, our own flesh and blood, to labor till their backs gave in and their breath gave out, building the twisted steel ramparts which now mar our once majestic mountains. We abandoned them The brave and true to fight and die for their country. Or worse, to be conscripted and sent off to rob another poor bastard of his home. We abandon them, the meek and powerless, to bow and scrape when the Garleans pass, to sully themselves that they might live to see another day of misery. The Black Wolf may be dead, but a new Imperial Viceroy reigns in Alamigo now. A beast, not a fraction as merciful. You all know the Eorzean Alliance will do naught to oppose him. For all their promises and platitudes, they will not act if there's no profit in it. Only we can free our brothers and sisters from the Empire's tyranny, my friends. Only we have the courage to stand and fight. They have imprisoned us. They have enslaved us. And they have murdered us. But no more! Blood demands blood, and the Garleans shall pay for every drop they have spilt upon our lands. This I promise you, for we have a power within us, my friends. A power befitting our pride, our righteousness. Only join us, and we shall grant you the means to unleash it, and together we shall see the Alamigan standard raised over the mountains of Gia Arbania once more!
A power befitting their pride. Not at all ominous, that. Wait, is that...
What are you two doing here?
I could ask you the same thing.
Well, this is quite the surprise.
If you see what I see, if you feel as I...
Might I suggest we continue this conversation in more agreeable surroundings?
For it is not strength of arms that will win this battle, but strength of heart.
I think we all were right that they were in Alamigo somewhere. But some people thought they would be in the actual Alamigo, not Little Alamigo. I would love to see the Alamigans area be discovered. Rumor has it 3.4. I think I talked about it before. Perhaps this is my imagination, but you seem rather more rugged and world weary than when last we spoke. Bitch, I fought a fucking dragon. Of all places to meet, it has to be fate. Sling move, bitch. First, can I express how glad I am to see you both alive and well. And you, though it was pretty obvious you and Kid would be fine. The Crystal Braves never had a realistic chance of capturing any of the science. Divided as they were and distrusted by the better part of Eorzea. But if you truly believe that, forgive me, they eventually have... Forgive me, what exactly have you two been doing this whole time? Repaying the favor. After the banquet, we had no choice but to flee Ul'dah, and we would not have been able to do so without the aid of some old friends from the Resistance. That's right. They smuggled us out of the city and sheltered us in Little Alamigo. All at great risk to themselves. Obviously, we could not let that go. unacknowledged, so we offered to help them out with their operations for a while. When we learned of the Scion's exonation and Loloroitoi had severed all the ties with the Crystal Braves, and that General Rabun had been reinstated, we resolved to make contact, but having long since discarded our link pearls as a precautionary measure, our options were rather limited. To make matters more complicated, we were embroiled in a delicate operation at the time, leaving me with little choice but to entrust a letter to the courier. I gather from your puzzling expression, however, that you never received it. To be honest, we thought this might happen. While the masks are happy to let the refugees spread the word within the community, they're pretty strict about communicating with outsiders. Oh, and we also heard a rumor that the Griffin doesn't want us meddling in his affairs. The Griffin mistrusts the Scions of the Seven Dun. Curious, it is well known that we are no friends of Garlemald. No one would think the man would saw beseeching. One would think the man we saw beseeching all and sundry to join his cause would welcome our support. Whatever. I'm so bad at reading right now. I should say that the man you saw was not in fact the Griffin, but an impersonator and a talented robbery rouser to boot. 'Twould not surprise me if he were responsible for the majority of these public appearances. As you may have gathered, the Griffin is an extremely cautious and distrusting man who has made every effort to conceal his identity, even when we participated in a raid under his direct command. We were not permitted to approach him. It's hard to know what to make of it all. The secrecy, the impersonators, the mask. He has a nice booty. What? It's not as if I'm making it all of it. What? It's not as if I'm making all of you wear one. And mine only covers half my face. I'm completely different. Anyway, when we heard the Griffin was due to give a speech, we thought it might be a good opportunity to get a better sense of the man's behind the to get to a better sense of the man. For all the good it did. And now you have heard of the whole of it. But tell me, what prompted you to take an interest in the Griffin? Summoning? You're not serious. I can't believe it. The Resistance would never even entertain such a ridiculous plan, but the Griffin, wow, the man is an enigma. Well, the man is an enigma. I cannot say with any confidence that he would or would not do so. What I can say, however, is that the speech we heard today was not the first to make reference to a power capable of defeating the Empire. The mass have made many such claims of late. I confess, I had assumed to be mere bluster. But in the context of the shipment of which you spoke, it is not impossible that they are alluding to a primal. Whatever it is, we'll find out together. And if anyone tries to stop us, they'll answer to me. Indeed, that is, assuring you'll have us. Always. Yeah, come to Ishgard and get your Ishgardian outfit, because like everybody got Ishgard clothes now. The fuck? What time is it? That's habit, I'm sorry. That's a really bad habit of mine, where I just do that. Let's see. I could pick up the quest and then most likely take us to Ishgard. Papalamo has a mind to learn of the Griffin. Ooh, new food. La Gatte Corde Bleu. Flagonade. Spaghetti Parcatoro. Parcache. I got to get the Flagonade. And I'll probably use that later. If, as you suspect, the Griffin is indeed plotting to summon a primal, we must need obtain confirmation while there is yet time to act. To that end, I propose we question his doubles. Given his role as the group's de facto mouthpiece, I should not be surprised if he were one of the Griffin's closest associates. And while he may not be aware of the most sensitive details, he can probably tell us the master plans in broad strokes. Like the man whom he impersonates, however, he is wary to outsiders. He will not expose himself without a suitable incentive. My plan is as follows. You and Alphanard will pose as adventurers, falling on hard times, inspired by his words to take up arms for a notable cause. Ida and I, as members of the Resistance, will recount tales of your past achievements and testify as your usefulness in the struggles ahead. With our enthusiastic assurance still ringing in their ears, he will decide to welcome you in person, and we will arrange a meeting. You will need to look the part that we might obtain or maintain a charade until we have him cornered. At least here, this should be enough to purchase suitable garments from Tailbot, and to have him robe a respectable amount of dirt, on the good measures of any questions. It all seems simple enough. Thank you. And with that, kid, let's be off. Okay. Well, I am going to stop streaming right here. This story is longer than I was expecting. I've been at this for like almost 2 or 3 hours now, and it's really good. It's like nice to know that I'm back with Ida and Papalamo. Nice to know Alize is okay for now at least, and the plot is really bringing Oriange into the picture. I don't know. I don't think I can stream right now. I will probably start back streaming later today when I start running the raid, but that's only the raid, and I'm just gonna show off those few floors. Shouldn't be too long of a stream, and that's it. I will probably continue the rest of the story, if not tomorrow, probably next week or whenever I get the chance. But it was nice talking with you guys. This is Tempest signing out. Have a great day.